Good Thursday evening and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Before we get to tonight's top stories, let's head outside and take a quick look outside our weather window. A nice start to our day, but clouds did roll in throughout the day. Even some scattered showers throughout parts of our viewing area, but boy, it made for a beautiful shot looking down at the Wenatchee Valley. This shot from our Wenatchee Heights cross camera, and you can see those clouds. But I'll tell you what, as we get in to the end of the week and the upcoming weekend, it's going to warm up. Temperatures are going to stay fairly steady for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But boy, by the time we get into Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, we are talking temperatures between 90 and 96 degrees. And we will have much more weather information for you coming up a little bit later on. And now, a few of the news stories we're following for you tonight. A pair of non-injury accidents disrupted traffic on Interstate 90 in Grant County yesterday afternoon and early this morning. Chelan County Sheriff's deputies are seeking a Leavenworth man believed to have burglarized vacant cabins, homes, and businesses around the Upper Valley. And a Lynnwood man who crashed into another motorist in Wenatchee 1 year ago has now pleaded guilty to DUI. But first, our top story tonight, a helicopter that crashed yesterday morning in an orchard south of Orondo struck a tractor on the ground, sparking a fire and leaving 2 people injured. The crash at about 9:20 a.m. occurred on agricultural land near Weaver Road and Longview Road. That's about 4 miles south of Orondo. The aircraft reportedly collided with power lines in the area and then came down on a tractor and sprayer that was operating in that orchard. Douglas County Fire District 2 Public Information Officer Kay McKellar said 2 people suffered minor injuries in the crash, which sparked a fire and sent up a column of black smoke visible for miles. Douglas County Fire District Number 4 Chief Jim Oatley says the power lines were de-energized by the Douglas County PUD before firefighters were able to extinguish the fire that consumed the helicopter and tractor. Power was restored about an hour after that crash. A pair of non-injury accidents disrupted traffic on Interstate 90 in Grant County yesterday afternoon and early this morning. Just after noon yesterday, a tire blew on a commercial vehicle hauling 50,000 pounds of peas westbound on I-90 just east of George. The truck went through the meridian and crashed into a Washington State Department of Transportation fence, leading to a lane closure for a short time. And then early this morning, an eastbound car apparently hydroplaned in standing water and rolled outside Moses Lake. Though the driver was not injured, the inside lane was blocked for more than 2 hours while emergency crews responded. In other news, Chelan County Sheriff's deputies are seeking a Leavenworth man believed to have burglarized vacant cabins, homes, and businesses around the Upper Valley. 33-year-old Kevin M. Waters is charged with possessing and trafficking in stolen property stemming from numerous burglaries, including vacation homes around Lake Wenatchee, as well as a March break-in at the Leavenworth Ski Hill Lodge. All told, thefts and damages from the burglaries exceed $50,000 in value. Deputies say Waters drives a blue 1997 Subaru Legacy with primer gray front fenders and stickers in the rear window. He allegedly drove away from police when they attempted a June 21st traffic stop near Lake Wenatchee. Another suspect in the thefts, 31-year-old Jesse Andrew Reeder, was arrested last month. Anyone with information about Waters' location is asked to call Rivercom, and that phone number is 663-9911. A Lynnwood man who crashed into another motorist in Wenatchee a year ago has pleaded guilty to DUI. 33-year-old Hussein Abdul Hussein had a blood alcohol level of 0.19% when he ran a red light at Mission and Ninth Street in July of 2021, crashing his Jeep into a northbound Mazda sedan in that intersection. He was initially charged with vehicular assault but pleaded down last week to a lesser charge of drunken driving. He received a suspended sentence that allowed him to serve 30 days in jail starting at the end of this month and pay $600 in fines. He must also spend 2 years on probation and lose his license to drive. Well, when we come back, the Quincy police chief is warning residents that his department has no affiliation with a fundraising effort that's using their name. Wenatchee's popular Saddle Rock Trail will be closed July 18th through the end of October. We'll tell you why. The first ever Medhau Game Changer grants have been awarded by the Community Foundation of North Central Washington. And Representative Kim Schreier will meet with Central Washington cherry growers tomorrow to learn about how the cold snap earlier this year will affect their season. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
The best pizza in the known universe is right here in downtown Chelan, so come on up. For the best locally crafted beer and barbecue in Chelan, come on up.
For the best down-home scratch country cooking in North Central Washington, you'll find it in Manson. Come on up.
Come on up. Come on up.
Come on up.
Traditional values and innovation in honoring the life of each family we serve is part of the ministry of Heritage Memorial Chapel. Our staff is committed to walk with your family with compassion through this time of grief. We are here to help and here to serve, the right kind of help when you need it most. Heritage Memorial Chapel.
It has really been a great partnership between Succession and NCWLIFE. It's not always easy to sit in front of a camera or a microphone, but you guys have made it a really nice process.
It's a little scary at first, right? You're just throwing money out there hoping it comes back. And to see those results come back through and see people walk through the door and say, hey, saw your TV advertisement. Those are the kinds of things that you see the return on. And when you look at the cost spent, you know you're making a return on it. NCWLIFE really does a great job of exposing our brand and Succession wines to North Central Washington. There's a huge market here and market potential that NCWLIFE is able to help us capture, spread who we are, and tell the world about what Succession does, and they are a great avenue for that.
Welcome back. In another news, the Quincy police chief is warning residents that his department has no affiliation with a fundraising effort that's using their name. Chief Keith Siebert said a concerned citizen contacted his office about a letter he received from an organization called Citizens Behind the Badge, asking for donations with the words Quincy Police on the first page. Siebert said he'd never heard of the organization and none of the money they raise comes back to the Quincy Police Department. The Citizens Behind the Badge Facebook page says the organization is a registered nonprofit based in Virginia that was formed in 2020 to create greater respect and appreciation for law enforcement officers. Quincy is among several law enforcement agencies nationwide to raise concerns over the use of their name by Citizens Behind the Badge in fundraising efforts. Wenatchee's popular Saddle Rock Trail will be closed July 18th through the end of October as a rock remediation project wraps up. The city of Wenatchee said today the trailhead will remain open, as will the nearby Dry Gulch trails. The Department of Ecology-funded project involves removing piles of waste rocks that show elevated arsenic levels at the former mining site. The project has been ongoing since 2019. The city said this final phase of the project will also include grading of the main trail, added drainage, and restoration of habitat. The first ever Medhau Game Changer grants have been awarded by the Community Foundation of North Central Washington. The foundation awarded $75,000 to Jamie's Place in Winthrop and $25,000 to the Medhau Valley Community Center in Twisp. The Medhau Valley Fund Game Changer grants are funded through bequests by Medhau Valley residents Ken Westman and Mike Reel. Jamie's Place is an adult family home that currently houses and cares for 12 residents. The grant money will help caregivers at Jamie's Place with housing. The foundation said a third of the caregivers are housing insecure. Initiatives being considered are tiny homes on wheels that would offer caregivers an affordable on-site solution. The Medhau Valley Community Center is a gathering space for events and performances and serves as a hub in the event of a natural disaster. The 110-year-old building has an 82-year-old oil-burning furnace and no air conditioning. The center will use its grant to pay for an energy retrofit feasibility study and then partner with others to secure funding to replace that system. Well, Representative Kim Schreier will meet with Central Washington cherry growers tomorrow to learn about how the cold snap earlier this year will affect their season. Representative Schreier will also tour the cherry line at Stamilt to learn more about the process of growing and selling cherries, and will also tour Box Canyon Fruit, Columbia Fruit Packers, Bluebird, and Peshastin High-Up growers. The meeting with growers will be held at 3135 Warehouse Road in Wenatchee. The tour will be held at 10 a.m. and a roundtable with cherry growers will be held at 11 a.m. Representative Schreier is the only member in the House Agriculture Committee from the Northwest. You're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News. Coming up next, tonight's feature story and your complete local weather forecast. That and much more still to come on the NCWLIFE Evening News. Please stay with us.
At D.A. Davidson in Wenatchee, they believe your investment success begins with a personalized plan. A plan that is the roadmap you need to navigate your way to living your best years in retirement. D.A. Davidson can help you create a plan so you can take the time to enjoy the finer things in life. Let the financial advisors at D.A. Davidson help chart your retirement future today.
Raising a family may have seemed overwhelming to your parents, but they weren't. Coach, teacher, life guide, caregiver. Family takes care of family. And as the circle of life continues, you now are their caregiver. It may seem overwhelming, but we're here to help you find the support services necessary so you can provide quality care to your elders.
Call Aging and Adult Care of Central Washington at 1-800-572-4459.
The NCWLIFE channel offers marketing packages that help you build your brand and sell your products and services. From traditional TV ads to targeted digital campaigns, let us help you build your customer base. Call NCWLIFE channel today.
News, weather, and sports. It's all here weekdays at 5, 6, and 10 on your local news source, the NCWLIFE channel. Welcome back to the NCWLIFE Evening News. Time now for our weekly Pause for Pets feature from the Wenatchee Valley Humane Society. Tonight we meet a puppy named Xavier.
Hi, I'm Jenny. I'm the volunteer coordinator here at Wenatchee Valley Humane Society. And today I have with me Xavier. Xavier's about 7 months old, so he's kind of a big puppy, but as you can see, he's actually a really lovely puppy. He's not one of those wild, crazy ones. He's super sweet. He's kind of, he knows his basic commands of sit already. He's treat motivated. He likes his people. He does go to playgroup, and so he plays with a lot of other dogs. He's kind of more on the gentle side of playing with them, so he likes polite dogs, but he listens to corrections from our other dogs if he does get a little too much. Overall, Xavier is just awesome. He's going to be a great dog for somebody that's looking forward to training a younger dog, possibly go on adventures. We think he's a part Vizsla mix. Not really sure what all he is, but he looks like he's going to be a pretty big guy. Overall, I mean, Xavier's really great. He's been kind of one of the overlooked dogs here at the shelter. Hasn't had a lot of interest, and we're not really sure why. He comes across first. He wants to come out here and smell and take his time and kind of know his area. But then once you spend time with him, he is all about you. So if somebody's willing to come here, meet him, spend a little time with him, I'm pretty sure they're going to fall in love with him.
The Wenatchee Valley Humane Society is located at 1474 South Wenatchee Avenue and is open 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. and closed 1:30 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. for quiet hour. Give them a call at 509-662-9577 or visit their website at wenatcheehumane.org.
Let's take a look now at your North Central Washington weather forecast. Hope your Thursday was a good one. We saw increasing clouds throughout the day today. Temperatures definitely a little bit warmer than yesterday, but a lot like yesterday with those clouds above the Cascades and some higher clouds above that. But a beautiful shot as always down at the Wenatchee Valley from our cross camera up on Wenatchee Heights. Unofficially today, 78 degrees. That's 7 degrees below where we should be for this time of year at 85. Our record 100 back in that very hot summer of 2015. Low this morning, pretty much right in the ballpark for normal. 59 this morning, 60 is normal. 43 is our record low temperature. That was set in 1971. We did pick up 5/100ths of an inch of precipitation. A lot of that in that overnight shower we picked up, and that gets us now to 5.76 inches for the year. Sunrise this morning, 5:12, and sets tonight at 8:59. Let's take a look now at those all-important Friday temperatures. We think we're finally going to get in the 80s tomorrow. A lot of these clouds will move out. I'll show you why in a second. But 87 for Moses Lake and Ephrata, 86 degrees tomorrow in Quincy. A shade cooler for you folks in Ellensburg at 83, 85 for us here in the Wenatchee area, and then just slightly cooler in the higher elevations, anywhere between 83 and 84 degrees. So not a bad way to end our work week. Tonight, mostly clear skies. Boy, this ridge of high pressure providing most of the clear skies, but some of those clouds did move up around this area of low pressure. That will move inland and disappear, and partly cloudy skies then for our Friday. We'll see seasonal high temperatures, mainly into the mid-80s as we just talked about. So that's good news, and then the warm-up begins. Saturday, mostly sunny and warm. Boy, hardly any clouds across the western U.S. Again, most of us east of the Cascades will see highs mainly in the mid-80s. For Sunday, mostly sunny and just nice. There's that high stretching all the way inland, and that'll bring us into the mid-80s once again for highs on Sunday afternoon, and then things get downright warm on Monday. We will see sunny skies throughout Washington state with high temperatures in the low 90s on Monday. Going up from there as we get you into Tuesday, sunny and hot. Notice our red colors, the same as down in the Arizona, Phoenix, Arizona, and Las Vegas areas. We're going to see highs mid-90s, maybe 100 in Moses Lake and down in the Tri-Cities. And then for Wednesday, a little area of low pressure slides down, and that could kick up some breezy conditions on Wednesday. It's still going to remain hot, though, with highs in the mid-90s for Wednesday. So I'll tell you what, after Wednesday into Thursday, it looks like a little cool down, but things still awfully warm for this time of year. Let's take a look now at that 7-day forecast. 58 overnight tonight, 85 tomorrow, 86 Saturday, and 86 Sunday. So very, very nice 3-day stretch of weather as we head into the weekend. And then it gets hot, folks. Sunny on Monday with the high of 92. Sunny and downright hot on Tuesday at 96. And we're going to stay that way Wednesday. As I mentioned, maybe just a little bit of a breeze Wednesday. Probably feel good, though, with high temperatures temperatures of 94 degrees. And that's a look at your local weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Dan Kuntz and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa has hot tubs in stock now. Spas are scientifically proven to improve sleep and ease arthritis pain. Let us help you find the perfect spa today. Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa is helping families reconnect, one hot tub at a time. Let Mary Maid's custom cleaning experts help you clean up your to-do list. Between work, kids, and pets, it's hard to find time to keep up. Let Mary Maids of Wenatchee help. Mary Maid's cleaning experts can help keep your home or business fresh, neat, and exactly how you'd clean it, if you only had the time. Call now for a free estimate, 509-663-1710. Serving Chelan and Douglas counties. Mary Maids, let us help.
With TV advertising, what we want to do is more deeply connect with the community.
People spot me in different parts around North Central, Costco and Wenatchee, say, hey, you're the pizza guy. And so they wouldn't know that if it weren't for the TV commercials we've done.
We've been here so long that people already know who we are and what we do, but to have that image flash on their television screen as opposed to just hearing it in the radio or seeing it in the newspaper, I just love the fact that we can actually put our finger on when a customer comes in and says, I saw your ad.
It's becoming increasingly difficult in this digital age to know where are your customers listening or watching, because I watch all the different channels that they watch too, like Cooking Channel, History Channel, and so it was wonderful to be able to be on there.
I would say that if you want to do business in Wenatchee, then you should connect with the people of Wenatchee, and there's no better way to do that than with NCWLIFE.
And now it's a sports update on the NCWLIFE channel.
And a good Thursday to you, sports fans. The Wenatchee Apple Sox scored first. They do that a lot, but they didn't win. Unfortunately, Kelowna got the better of them at Elk Stadium. The Falcons 4 and the Apple Sox 1. Joichiro Oyama extended his hitting streak to 7 games with an RBI base hit in the third, but Wenatchee could not overcome stranding 13 men on the base paths. Despite scoring first for the second straight day, Wenatchee gave up a tying run in the fourth, then the go-ahead run in the seventh, and then 2 more insurance runs for the Falcons in the eighth. Jack Moffitt gave the Apple Sox a good start. He struck out 5 in 4 1/3 innings. That both matched a season high for him. He exited with 1 out in the fifth. Mason Philly retired the next 5 hitters before giving up the lead in the seventh. Michael Davini recorded his 3rd consecutive multi-hit game. He helped get a rally started for the Apple Sox in the 9th inning. They almost pulled it off. He had a base hit. Then Matt Halbach recorded his 9th multi-hit game of the summer with a double down the left field line. So runners at 2nd and 3rd, 1 out, but 2 pop-ups ended the game, and the Apple Sox lose in the second game of the series. They can still win the series and the season series against Kelowna if they win tonight. Gianluca Shin gets the ball for the Apple Sox. This is 3rd start of the year. First pitch is at 6:35, and you can listen to the game on their flagship station at Sunny FM. The Seattle Mariners begin a 4-game series at home at T-Mobile Park. The Blue Jays are coming to town. The M's come in with a record of 41-42. That's good enough for second now in the AL West, but they're still 13 games back of Houston for the division lead. We're going to check the standings here in just a minute. Seattle is riding a 4-game winning streak. The Mariners have won 12 of their last 15 games. The Mariners have won 5 consecutive series, and they're within 1 game of 500 for the first time in over a month. It's a matchup of 2 of the most exciting young players in the game tonight. The Mariners with Julio Rodriguez and the Blue Jays with Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Rodriguez, of course, won the AL Player of the Week award on Tuesday. He won the AL Rookie of the Month award for the month of June, showcasing a rare blend of power and speed. Rodriguez is hitting .277, 15 home runs, 43 RBIs, 21 steals, and a .823 OPS over the 82 games this season. Marco Gonzalez gets the start for Seattle. He beat the Jays back in Toronto in May. The Jays have not yet named a starter. I kid you not. First pitch, 7:10. You can watch the game on Root Sports Northwest. It's also the free game of the day on MLB.com. All right, the standings. Let's take a look at the standings of the American League West. Houston is starting to run away with it. We're getting used to that. They have a sizable lead over the Mariners, 13-game lead. But the Mariners have snuck themselves up from 5th all the way to 2nd with their recent hot streak, but they're still 13 games back. Rangers right now in 3rd place, 15.5 games back of the Astros. The Angels, 16 games back, and the Athletics with the worst record in baseball, 26.5 games behind the Astros. We are just past the midway point now of the regular season. Now, as far as the wild card standings are concerned, don't forget, there's one additional wild card team this year in each league. Last year, 5 teams in each league made the playoff. This year, it's 6 teams. That increases the odds for the Mariners. Right now, if the season ended today, and boy, that would be weird. The wild card entries would be the Red Sox, the Rays, and the Blue Jays. But the Mariners can make up some ground, obviously, this weekend. Chasing those 3 teams, the Guardians, 3.5 games back. The Mariners, as you see, 4 games back of the wild card standings. And at 4.5 games back, the Chicago White Sox, who have been rather disappointing this year in Major League Baseball. Again, the Mariners and Toronto Blue Jays 4-game series begins tonight at T-Mobile Park, and you can watch it on Root Sports Northwest. We'll have highlights tomorrow on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. And those are just some of the games that people are playing on this Thursday. Grant, back to you.
Thank you very much, Dan. And you know what? The weather forecast so nice as we're heading into the upcoming weekend. Let's take another peek at that 7-day outlook as we get you into Friday. Boy, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. How about this upcoming weekend? The most clouds we'll see will probably be tomorrow. High temperature of 85, and then mostly sunny skies for both Saturday and Sunday. 86 the high temperatures for those days. And then big high pressure in the Pacific moves in and builds on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Sunny skies each day. 92 on Monday, 96 on Wednesday, or Tuesday rather, and then 94 degrees on Wednesday with maybe just a little bit of a breeze. So after a very cool spring, summer is here in the Wenatchee Valley. Now let's check in again with Dan Kuntz for a look at what's coming up tomorrow morning on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Dan?
Thanks, Grant. We get your weekend going with a live and local edition of Wake Up Wenatchee Valley, because that's the only way I know how to do broadcasting anymore. We'll have that sunny and warm weekend weather forecast. Get out and enjoy. And if you go anywhere, by the way, this weekend, be sure to take us along, because we're portable. We're streaming all the time, so you can take your smart device with you and watch our weekend programming. Friendly reminder, I haven't thought about that for a while. So on Friday, we'll have your weekend weather forecast up to the minute. We'll have the news. We'll have sports and everything else you need to start your weekend. Friday, we like them around here. And we'll get you going tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Grant, back to you.
Thank you very much, Dan. And that will do it for our newscast tonight. For more on these stories and other news from around North Central Washington, you can find us on Facebook or our website at NCWLIFE.com. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. You can send us an email at news@NCWLIFE.com or give us a call at 888-NCWL. That's 888-6295. Jefferson Robbins will be in for me tomorrow, so I hope you all have a great weekend. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks for being with us, and have a great night.
With TV advertising, what we want to do is more deeply connect with the community.
People spot me in different parts around North Central, Costco and Wenatchee, say, hey, you're the pizza guy. And so they wouldn't know that if it weren't for the TV commercials we've done.
We've been here so long that people already know who we are and what we do, but to have that image flash on their television screen as opposed to just hearing it in the radio or seeing it in the newspaper, I just love the fact that we can actually put our finger on when a customer comes in and says, I saw your ad.
It's becoming increasingly difficult in this digital age to know where are your customers listening or watching, because I watch all the different channels that they watch too, like Cooking Channel, History Channel, and so it was wonderful to be able to be on there.
I would say that if you want to do business in Wenatchee, then you should connect with the people of Wenatchee, and there's no better way to do that than with NCWLIFE.